If all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Harry back together again, you can be damn sure the Kingsman could. I'm David Attenborough, and this is a Lockdown Review. To conduct my review, I shall call upon my colleague, Danielle. Thanks, man. Welcome to another Lockdown Review. Kingsman, The Golden Circle, a fast-paced, kinetic, over-the-top sequel to the original 2014 film, Kingsman, The Secret Service. Once again, directed by Matthew Vaughn, who in my honest opinion, has never directed a bad film before. His directed films include 2004's Layer Cake starring Daniel Craig, 2007's Stardust, a personal favourite of mine, 2010's Kick-Ass, and 2011's sequel reboot, X-Men, First Class. Now the Golden Circle starts roughly 1 year from the end of the first movie, Kingsman, The Secret Service, whereby Eggsy, Galahad, and Merlin save the Earth from total annihilation, well not total annihilation, from the lispy, cheeseburger-eating Samuel L. Jackson.
Well, this ain't that kind of movie.
And now Eggsy, taking up the mantle of Galahad, is living with the Crown Prince, Tilda of Sweden. Remember that chick at the end of the movie who told Eggsy if he saves her, we can do it in the asshole? Which everyone thought was just a running gag at the end of the movie. Well, it actually ties in to this film. Yeah, it's actually a plot point. Now in this film, the plot sees the HQ of the Kingsman destroyed, and a new world threat emerge in the form of the secretive Golden Circle and Julianne Moore's Poppy. Now I have to say, what the no seriously, what the during the destruction of the Kingsman HQ, all of its agents in Britain are destroyed. I mean, all of them. The Golden Circle, which is a more comic booky version of James Bond's Spectre, is the Bond. Now the intentions of the villains of the story are never poorly executed or underdeveloped, but they are undermined by the biggest egg in the room, and that is due to the return of Colin Firth's Harry. Harry, get back to the board key! Now I'm sorry, but who would have thought Colin Firth could become a bona fide action star? And I mean, not just some gentleman spy, but an actual action star. I mean, have you seen that first film? That fight scene? Jesus. Now it's great to have him back. I actually kind of wished he was back because he was such a great character and he was such a big part of Eggsy's becoming a Kingsman. But the problem is, it undermines the whole point of the first film. Now there is, even if you could say, a breaking of the fourth wall in the first movie when Samuel L. Jackson's character actually tells Colin Firth's Harry, this ain't that kind of movie, just before he pops a cap in Harry's character. Now this statement carries a lot of threat and a lot of weight, as it shows that this world has real threats and real consequences to its characters. Characters can really die, and it was a real shock to all viewers, not just the people in the film. And because now they put it in this film, he's coming back, kind of it lessens the threat of the villains of this film, because now who dies? Who can die? I mean, they brought back him and he was shot in the head. Now he's back, albeit with amnesia. Now, onto the Kingsman's American cousins. Now Eggsy and Merlin, who by the way is played excellently, and the hint of Alfred Pennyworth mentorship by Mark Strong, follow up on the destruction of the HQ, which leads them to the American Secret Service, Statesman, posing as a bourbon distillery in Kentucky. This is where they discover the survival of Harry, who has amnesia and has the ambition to be a lepidopterist, one who collects butterflies. Where the Kingsmen are modern day knights, statesmen are modern day cowboys and sheriffs. Yeehaw! These country music loving, bourbon drinking cowboys include Channing Tatum's Tequila, Pedro, the Red Viper, Pascal's Whiskey, Halle Berry's Ginger Ale, and Jeff Bridges' Champagne. Yes, you heard that right. Their code names are named after drinks, whereas the Kingsmen are named after the Knights of the Round Table. It is fun to see the interaction between these two different cultures. It's also shocking to see how little screen time Channing Tatum actually has, because he gets kidnapped during the movie. Spoiler. Which, to be honest, I'm actually quite fine with. And circling back to that standard moment, albeit not a good one, in the end of the film, first film, when Eggsy goes back to the room where the princess is and he's about to do it in the... Just as that scene almost tarnished the merit of the first excellent film, this film has another scene like that. Matthew Vaughn makes the mistake of adding another scene like that, which includes Pedro the Red Viper Pascal's Whiskey and Eggsy attempting to seduce a woman in order to insert a certain tracking device in a, let's say, indecent area. But don't worry, even with this, the film is as action-packed and as cartoony as ever. Maybe a little too CGI, but a hell of a lot of fun. To fully understand the absurd fun this film is, look no further than the extended Elton John cameo, who shares a very foul-mouthed conversation with Julianne Moore. Now the film cranks up everything from the first film. It's not just bulletproof umbrellas anymore, but the film includes cybernetic arms, electrified lassos, and robot dogs. And if that doesn't sound like a whole lot of fun, I don't know what does for you. So go see this film, as everything is cranked up to 11. Yet not without its flaws, but still a good movie. You see, the film really knows what it is. It knows it's ridiculous, but in a good way. So anyways, that's my take on the film. If you enjoyed that review, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment on your thoughts of what the film was like for you. Thanks.